Bitcoin just reached another all-time high of $119,000, and to celebrate, we're going to cover another Bitcoin dividend ETF, and this one pays every month. This video is not financial advice, nor is it a recommendation. Please do your own due diligence before investing into anything. This ETF, BTCC, is a Grayscale ETF that uses its option strategy to make dividends every month off of one of the oldest Bitcoin ETFs on the market. When you put your cash in a BTCC, they take that cash and buy treasuries and FGXXX, which is a mutual fund that also holds cash and treasuries. Then they sell a long put using those holdings in FGXXX and the treasuries as leverage. They take the money from selling the long put and they use that to buy a call for the same strike and same price. This together is their long exposure. Then to generate income, they sell shorter expiration calls at a higher strike price. The premiums from these sold contracts are what pay for their fee of 0.66% and their monthly dividends. This strategy is pretty straightforward, but it relies heavily on the reference asset they trade against to perform well. And while this technically has been dubbed a Bitcoin covered call ETF, they don't actually trade directly against Bitcoin. They trade against a Bitcoin ETF, ticker symbol GBTC, another Grayscale ETF. GBTC is a Bitcoin trust that simply buys and holds Bitcoin, very similar to what you would see in a gold ETF. It's been trading since September 2013, and it pays no dividends. Its expense ratio is actually pretty high at 1.5%, and that's actually down from 2% prior to January 11th of 2024. Now, the good news is the expense ratio doesn't matter too much because BTCC doesn't actually currently have any direct shareholdings of GBTC. But because implied volatility does determine the premiums from each contract, as of July 13th, the implied volatility is sitting at 40.96%, and that is a 15th percentile IV. BTCC has been trading for about 3 months now, so we're going to use that time frame to compare it to its competitors. Starting with total return, BTCC since its inception has made 17.7%, compared to its competitors Ybit in the same time frame 29.52%, BTCI with a whopping 32.44%, SEPI with 17.51%, and BMAX from RexShares with 18.05%. And now for dividend yields and dividends paid out since BTCC's inception. BTCC has paid out $4.55 since inception at a 12.41% dividend yield. Its competitor Ybit in that same time frame paid out $1.99.33 at an 18.4% yield in that time frame, but for the last 12 months has a yield of 79.44%. BTCI paid out $4.17.14 at a 6.5% yield in that time frame, with a 19.5% dividend yield for the last 12 months. SEPI paid out $4.09.64 at a 10.07% yield in the same time frame, with a 21.72% yield in the last 12 months. And of course, BMAX pays no dividends, but I did add it to the total return list as a type of control. So of the competitors on the list, I would actually make BTCI our total return winner, with Ybit being our dividend winner in terms of yield. But let us know in the comments which ETF you prefer, and is BTCC a buy? If you like this video, you might also enjoy this one here on the screen. Subscribe to join the Cash Flow Club and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single video.